Alright YouTube, we are back with another Hot Topics in the Tub, Series 4, I believe. So I got a bunch of random topics, but let's just start with this beauty of a bathing suit that my client let me borrow. She gave me a whole box, so for my next food eating video, I'm gonna have 5 different bathing suits, but we got a lot to film. So let's get right to it. So first off, I will say that I am very, very excited that Nick came up with this idea because it forces me to get in this hot tub, which I need to do more than once a week. Because it is part of the 5 components of fitness that I talked about in one of the recent videos. And this week I am just coming off of being sick. I was sick a lot last week. One of the last videos that you did, that you watched, you heard me talk about how I was sick, but I still made it in because I wanted to work out with Kristen. I should have gotten in the hot tub last week, but whatever. This week I back with Andy because I did not see him last week, and then today I did a video and I'm going to be a guest on somebody's YouTube channel for the 3rd time. So today there's a bunch of different topics that people have suggested, and one of them was a client of mine that made a comment about how, and I think I'm going to talk about 2 things, hormones and haters, okay? But talking about how somebody had made a comment that it's almost impossible to lose weight when you're older, okay? Like when you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s. So I'm going to not name names, but I am going to talk about, I have this client that is still with me, okay? So February of 2010, this woman joined my gym. She was 49 years old at the time, and she had a party for herself, 50 Fit and Fabulous. She was 80 pounds down by her 50th birthday. She lost a total of 104 pounds with me during menopause and at the age of 50. So I always give that example. I had an 80-year-old client that I coached for 4 years. She lost 41 pounds. It did not take the 4 years to lose that. But I believe that people tend to blame, and here's the thing. I do believe that your hormones can be off. I do believe that more has an effect on the bodybuilding community when it comes to like weight loss and getting yourself in very low body fat. I do believe that it does have a slight impact on weight loss when you just have general lifestyle goals, but I don't believe that it is the main factor. And I don't believe, I will honestly say that I don't believe that you can't lose weight if your hormones are slightly off. I don't believe that you can't lose weight if you're going through menopause. I don't believe that you can't lose weight if you're in your 50s, 60s, or whatever. I believe that people just tend to use that as an excuse, okay? They tend to, I don't believe that that's the reason. I believe that you potentially just don't have the right guidance. I believe that you can potentially not be feeling good overall in reference to your mental state of mind. Maybe dealing with depression, maybe dealing with a lot of other emotional things that I've talked about in many of my videos. I believe that you're probably not eating or following the right plan for you. I don't think that plans need a lot of changes, and I believe in refeeds, but I don't believe that when you have a weight loss goal in the beginning, I don't believe that it's something that should be put in your program from the beginning. I don't believe that it should be an every week thing. I don't believe in cleanses. And listen, you can fight me on this one, but I believe that you naturally cleanse your body of impurities when you just start eating healthy. I don't think that you need to do a juice cleanse. I don't think that you need to do, and I'm sure there are a lot of research on how those are good. And I'm not saying that they're not good for your digestion. I'm just saying I don't think that you need to do that to get healthy. I think that you just need to learn how to eat right and move right, and that's it, and follow all the components of fitness. I have, in the 22 years that I've been doing this, I have the majority of my clientele is between 30 and 60. And I've trained 13-year-olds, and I've trained pregnant women, and I've trained 70 and 80-year-olds. So, and all of them have seen results, okay? I've never had somebody that I'm like completely stuck, I can't figure out how they're not losing weight without finding out that they weren't really following the plan, okay? So that's what I want to talk about when it comes to that. I didn't mention this in the beginning, but there was a subject that I wanted to talk about, and this can be a touchy one, okay? I briefly touched up on depression, right? And I know that there are a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with it. I've seen my number of therapists, okay? I just say, and I encourage, and this is going to be a brief part of it, I encourage you that if you're struggling with depression, I encourage you to try to do the emotional work up here before you're so quick to go on medication. I know this for a fact because I made a video many years ago. This channel's been around for like 12 years. I made a video many years ago, and I got quite a few messages on YouTube and private messages on Facebook with nurses letting me know that they've worked for doctors' offices, and this is true. A lot of doctors are very quick to write out a prescription for people because they make a commission on it. So instead of really trying to figure out what the problem is and why are you depressed, they're just so quick to blame it on hormones yet again, and then just give you a prescription when you're not really figuring out what the problem is. And I can only imagine, like, I've been on medication for depression very briefly, and then I did more of my own research, and this was right around the time that I then started getting certified and all that other stuff. And again, I was on it very briefly. But I wanted to do more work. I wanted to do more work as to figuring out what's going on here. Like, again, I'm not encouraging people to not go see somebody or talk to somebody about your problems, but I am encouraging you to really try to figure out what the problem is before you go and just start taking a pill to fix the problem. When the problem is not depression, the problem is what are you depressed about, and let's work on that. Let's not just take medicine because you're depressed. Let's figure out why you're depressed so that you don't have to take medicine. So I'll leave you with that. And then haters, okay? So this comes at a perfect time because I had a client, literally, I swear to you, in this morning's check-in that had a little bit of a slip-up, sabotaged, ate bad food, because lately she has been getting a lot of comments from people at work saying, oh my God, you've lost a lot of weight, you're skinny, and why are you still gonna continue to lose weight? I think this is good now. Comments like that. So usually whenever a client tells me that a coworker or family member gave them a compliment on their results, I'm very happy about that. I mean, that makes me super happy. But as soon as I'm done hearing about the compliment, and I am very excited for them, I then warn them that it's gonna only get worse from here. Misery loves company, okay? And a lot of the times, these clients, they're around people that aren't doing what they're doing. They're around family members that aren't trying to lose weight, aren't trying to get in shape. So what happens is you start seeing incredible results and they give you your compliments, but then your success reminds them of their failure, and that makes them very uncomfortable. And people are generally very selfish, that are unhappy, and they want to make you uncomfortable. So you have to recognize, and this is what I tell my clients, you have to recognize where those comments are coming from. So I'm sure if they looked like you, that they would be happy with their results, and I'm sure if they wanted to lose a little bit more weight, they would go ahead and move forward with losing more weight that they want to lose. Especially if I feel like health purposes that you should lose more weight, or that a client should lose more. I never tell a client what they should look like, ever. And I've had a number of people that are like, listen, I think you look amazing, but I don't want to look like you. That's okay. That's not what I want. I want you to reach your goals, not mine. But I do, if somebody is still at too high of a body fat, or I feel like maybe they're lowballing it because maybe they don't think, like, what's your goal weight and then what's your dream goal weight? Because most of the time they don't think that they can get to the dream goal weight, but I'll get you there. So I try to put into perspective what's happening with these other people. Why is it acceptable for somebody to say you're getting too skinny, but it's not acceptable for people to say you're getting too fat? Oh my God, I noticed that you put on a little bit of weight. Why is that not acceptable? So I want you to really think about where these comments are coming from haters, okay? Because at the end of the day, no truly, genuinely happy person would ever hit on somebody that is changing their life for the better. Would never, like, you're not doing it in a bad way, you're not eating, you're not, like, hurting yourself, you're eating healthy and you're training, working out, and you're doing cardio, okay? So if you know you're doing it the right way, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. And I really, again, want you to think about the 4 agreements, which I've recommended in multiple videos, and think about where these comments are coming from. I can guarantee you 100%, if there's anybody out there that right now is losing weight and has haters, your haters are not in great shape. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to, like, burst your bubble, or I'm not trying to crap on these people that are your family, but, and again, they don't even realize that they're doing it. So I'm not even mad at them. And you shouldn't necessarily be mad at them. You should kind of just check them. Like, listen, I appreciate your opinion, but that's your opinion. I don't remember asking. I'm happy with the goals that I have set for myself, that they don't even need to know about. Like, your goals are none of their business. So I'm going to end with that, okay? I want you guys to really think about, are you making excuses for some of the things that you're doing? Are you justifying certain things? Do you not believe that you're capable of things? Are you at an age where you feel like, oh, I can't lose weight because of this? Are you not even at an age, but are you at a, like, I've always been overweight? I don't care. I helped a girl that's been overweight her entire life, even as a child, lose over 100 pounds. So anything is possible, okay? As long as you're really willing to put in the fight, and you should probably have some guidance, some accountability, some support, and some guidance in reference to a plan. Especially, like, you wouldn't go and try and fix your car by yourself by watching some YouTube video. No, you're gonna bring it to a professional. So is your body not as important as your car? So think about that. And then I really want you to try. And if these are haters that you're around that you can't seem to get away from, or maybe you just feel like you're emotionally not strong enough to stand up to them, I encourage you to coach yourself before you're around them. So I had a client that was around family members every Sunday, and I did make a video about this 8 years ago, and I would tell her, you need to, like, coach yourself before you're about to go over their house on a Sunday. So you need to sit in the car and be like, listen, you're doing this for you. You kind of, like, talk to yourself, kind of like a coach talks to a football team before a really big game, okay? You have subject changers. So when you're about to go around those coworkers or family members, you have something to change the subject. So when they start talking about you, you then change the subject. And then it'll kind of take the focus even around getting in your own head. So then you don't start self-sabotaging. You don't start saying, oh, well, maybe I am. Or should I just go off plan? Or should I eat chocolate? Or am I getting too skinny? Do I really think that this, like, it just, the wheels just keep going. I'm going to end with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave more comments and let me know what you want me to talk about. I still have some more ideas, but I wanted to come on here and talk about these two because these were very recent, and I think it's important that people know this, or hear about this, about examples and all that other stuff. So, hope you like the bathing suit, hope you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.